Welcome to the Heidi Thorne Show. I'm your host, Heidi Thorne, and in this podcast I share my real-world self-publishing and small business experience with you. Before we get started, I just want to remind you to like, comment, share, follow, and subscribe. Now let's get on with today's show. I've been asked a number of times about how to get featured on the media. Usually those asking want to get on shows like Good Morning America or some other popular news or talk show. I wish them the best of luck, since the chances of that happening are about like those of the lottery. Always possible, never probable. Getting featured in the media is called earned media. Let's discuss what that realistically means for self-published authors and small businesses. What is earned media? Earned media is getting yourself and your work featured in a form of media without having to technically pay for it as you would with advertising. Some examples include getting your press release included in mass media such as newspapers, magazines, television news shows, being a guest or a featured expert on a news program or podcast, being quoted in a magazine article, a reader sending a link to your article to their friends and colleagues by email, having your Facebook post, YouTube video, or blog post shared on social media by your followers. And if massive sharing occurs, it can be referred to as going viral due to its resemblance to the spread of diseases in the physical world. Guest blogging on someone else's website. The owner of the media, whether that's a newspaper, social media account, blog, TV show, whatever, that features or shares your content pays you by promoting you and your work to their audiences. By being relevant and interesting, you have earned that privilege. Is earned media the same as social media? Earned media and social media are two different things, though they work together. As defined earlier, earned media means getting featured on a media channel that you don't own or control. Social media user accounts other than your own accounts are media channels on which you and your content could potentially be featured or shared. With social media being as powerful, ubiquitous, and noisy as it is, organically earned sharing is quite an accomplishment. Today, social media is one of the most common ways through which media coverage is earned. Some marketers reach out, even pay social media influencers to encourage social sharing. This has its own challenges, including that of proper disclosure of any financial gain or benefits provided in exchange for the sharing. And once there is an exchange of dollars or any other benefits such as free products or VIP treatment, whatever, for sharing, it is no longer earned media. It's regular old advertising, just paid for in a different way. Is earned media free? Well, yes and no. Your content that is voluntarily shared with others via social media, email, or whatever is considered free earned media. The user who shared your content deemed it worthy to share with his or her followers. This can also be referred to as amplified or organic reach. You did very little to nothing to prompt the share except by creating quality, shareable content. The additional reach provided by sharing is free. That prize of free organic reach is why advertisers are now plowing time, talent, and resources into creating quality content with high potential for sharing. It's good for marketing because it provides more bang for every buck spent. Individual bloggers and influencers also invest heavily in creating good content that their followers will want to share, since it could increase traffic, sales, and ad revenues for them. However, it can cost plenty to create good content. Equipment, talent, time, web design, editing, it all adds up. So as with any other investment, monitoring costs and outcomes from an earned media strategy is essential to avoid overinvesting. Here's an example. A hobby blogger spent thousands of dollars on cameras, equipment, travel, web services, and hundreds of hours of time. He received hundreds of thousands of views for his blog and videos. Yet his returns in hard dollars were pitiful by comparison. So while he gained amazing earned media coverage, he also suffered financial losses. How can you earn media coverage? Do you really need mass media coverage? Likely not for many niche markets and topics. You're better off trying to go for amplified organic reach for your work from your people that are closer to home, meaning your friends, followers, and colleagues. And here are some tips for doing that. Encourage social sharing by offering sharing tools on your blog posts and other content. I have a friend who writes stellar blog posts, and he shares links to them on email. But when I go to read the full post on his site, there's no way to easily share his work on social platforms. No buttons located at the top, bottom, or sides of the page to quickly allow readers to log in to one or more of the social platforms and post it there. Because I'm a friend, I'm willing to take the extra step of copying the link and then going to each of these social platforms and sharing it. I'm kind of committed that way. But most people aren't. They just move on. And I wonder how much traffic he's lost by not including those sharing tools. This is an issue of most concern for those people who have what are called self-hosted blogs that require plugins or other computer coding to offer those sharing capabilities. Luckily, most popular content and social media platforms, including YouTube and podcast hosting providers, usually have sharing tools built right in, so you don't have to worry about it. Continue to build your own social media presence. I always encourage authors to build their author platform or presence on social media before they even try to promote their books. Same applies for solopreneurs and small businesses. You cannot expect people to magically follow and share your work if they don't know who you are. This is a build it before you need it strategy. Side note, definitely post links to your content on your social media accounts, but don't make it all read my stuff. Be a resource by providing valuable content and sharing others' good content too. Don't game the system. I often see suggestions to support others by mutually liking and sharing each other's posts. This feels disingenuous to me since I don't think they may have truly liked my post or content. They were just fulfilling a social obligation to get me to support their content. Plus, I may not even like their content. This isn't earned media, it's gamed media. And if you're so unsure of your work that you need to force a like or a share, you better take a serious look at the content you're creating. I hope you found that helpful, and if you did, I would appreciate it if you would share that on your social media accounts with your followers. I'd also appreciate it if you would rate, review, and subscribe to The Heidi Thorne Show on whatever podcast platform you like to use. I'm on all the major apps, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, pick your favorite, I'm probably there. If you like the YouTube video better, you just have to go to my Heidi Thorne YouTube channel and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get an alert when a new video is up. If you'd like to see my self-published books, they are on Amazon, Audible, and Apple Books. All you have to do is go to one of those sites, type in my name, Heidi Thorne, and my author page will come up with a list of all available titles. If you'd like to connect with me, my website is HeidiThorne.com, and I'm most active on the social channels of Instagram and TikTok at Heidi Thorne. Thank you so much for listening and for your support. I'll look forward to talking with you again in the next episode, and in the meantime, have a great day.